Good morning, good day, good evening, wherever you are in the world. I am Squigs reporting for the Poetry Times. Headline news and festivals in and around the world of poetry, broadcasting from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, and acknowledging Treaty 1 territory, the traditional lands of the Anishinaabe, Ojibwe, Ininu, Cree, Oji-Cree, Dene, and Dakota, as well as being the birthplace and heart of the Métis Nation. Um, tonight's well, tonight's news. I would like to begin with Myanmar. Reuters.com reports that Myanmar poet Ket Thi, whose works declare resistance to the ruling junta, has recently died in detention. Actually, over the weekend, his body was returned with his organs removed to his family. A spokesperson for the junta has refused to comment on the death of Ket Thi, who penned the lines, "They shoot in the head, but they don't know the revolution is in the heart." According to the Assistant Association for Political Prisoners, the activist group, they say he died at the hospital after being tortured at their interrogation center. Since the coup started February 1st this year, this puts the toll of civilians killed to 780, though the group, which monitors the details of the killings, did not identify the source of this information. Ketty is at least the third poet to die during these protests since the coup. Um, his friend Ka Za-win, who was 39, was shot dead during the protests in Moniwa in early March. And 2 weeks after that coup, Ketty had written, "I don't want to be a hero. I don't want to be a martyr. I don't want to be a weakling. I don't want to be a fool. I don't want to support injustice. If I have only a minute to live, I want my conscience to be clean for that minute." More recently, he wrote that he is a guitar player, was a guitar player, a cake baker, and a poet. Someone who would not fire a gun, but has implied his attitude was changing. He writes, "My people are being shot, and I can only throw back poems. But when you are sure your voice is not enough, then you need to choose a gun carefully." Ketty was 45 years old. For more on this, please visit www.reuters.com. Over to the Philippines. The Philippine Center for International Pen, poets, playwrights, essayists, editors, and novelists, they're inviting their members to their annual congress on the 15th of May this year. All titled All In, it aims to capture linguistic and cultural inclusivity that the digital space enables, as well as speak of the collective hope Filipinos must have during these uncertain times. In partnership with the Cultural Center of the Philippines, the Congress will be held online. The one-day Congress is scheduled in two parts. The first be starting at 8:30 and features keynote addresses by Brother Carl Gaspar, followed by a traditional Jose Rizal lecture by Dr. Reynaldo Yelto. Um, the morning session will primarily be for active members of the organization, but it will be streamed live for the general public. And in the afternoon, the Free the Word event, which features public readings and performances by noted writers, artists across the nation, such as Elsie Coscoyuela, Rodolfo Vera, Edgar Samar, Jason Chancoco, and Neldy Jolo, among others. To register to attend, the PEN members should email philippinepen2021@gmail.com with the headline "All In" to receive the Zoom link for both the morning and afternoon sessions. The Congress, of course, will be streamed live on Facebook, the accounts being CCP Intertextual Division, and the Philippine Center of International PEN. Do follow these accounts for more details. Now over to London, England. According to TheGuardian.com, throughout the pandemic, the Francis Crick Institute uh, will be holding will be the venue for a major poetic response for COVID-19. Staff, volunteers, and neighbors, along with those who are coming to the Institute for the vaccinations, have all been invited to write their words to capture their feelings about the disease and the role of science. Uh, and this would be written upon postcards, and the messages will be used for inspiration for a series of poems that will be arranged in a large rainbow display. The new exhibition is titled "A Drop of Hope: Poetry from a Vaccination Center," and has been in collaboration with the production company Poet in the City. Among the first four poems would be by writer Nazim Ahmed from Southampton, and they write, placing a drop of hope into this bitter ocean of fear and pain. It is your single drop that will turn its sweetly salt again. And her words say, reflect the idea that the vaccine, that while one vaccine in a global pandemic might be thought of as a drop in the ocean, a single drop of a substance changes the entire ocean's chemical structure too. Now, over to festivals going on around the world. In Ireland, we have the Cork International Poetry Festival, which will be running from actually today until the 15th of May. The Cork International Poetry Festival and its iterations have been organizing events for literature for over a decade now. Um, Tickets for each event will be available on Eventbrite, and links for each individual event are provided on the website's program listings. Please check out www.corkpoetryfestival.net. As well, the Cork International Poetry Festival will be hosting the prize-winning readings for the Fool for Poetry Chapbook Prize, as well as the Greg O'Donoghue International Poetry Competition. Please check in. Those readings will happen on the 15th, 5 p.m. local time, I'm sure, and you may purchase their chapbooks directly from the website. As well, over in the States, we have the Massachusetts Poetry Festival. It returns on the 13th of May and it'll be going on until the 16th. It is a now biannual event, and the festival will once again showcase all-star rosters of poets across the Commonwealth and the country. For more on that, please visit their website, festival.masspoetry.org. As the Student of the Day Poetry also returns this year with over 600 students scheduled to participate in writing generative workshops with the region's top poets and educators. To read more on Student Day Poetry and the festival events for teachers, or to support Massachusetts Poetry Festival, become a sponsor, or sign up for their newsletter. Once again, if you want to get involved and have any more questions and more information on this, on festival at masspoetry.org. Now, as well, we would like to say that the Poetry Festival in Singapore will be taking place on July 30th, and for more on that, we'll have Martin later on talking about which, as well as there's the submissions for the National Poetry Competition in Singapore. So they're accepting submissions as well. Okay, so just to finish off my time here, thank you very much. But before I pass it along to our lovely co-host Lisa, I would like to say that congratulations for our very own Lisa has a book being published coming out later on this month by Master House Publishing. It's available for pre-order, and it's called Lockdown Life: A Roller Coaster of Emotions. Congratulations, Lisa.
Thank you so much. Yes, and I am really excited about my book coming out, written during lockdown, all about lockdown. So welcome back to the north of England, where I have been again scouring the internet for a wide range of poetry workshops, courses and residencies. Now, this is subject to what my algorithms think I should be looking at. So if you want to prove the algorithms wrong and think we have missed any, pop some of your events or courses in the comments below, and we will do our best to mention them in the future. So, as I mentioned last week, I'm quite new to the world of poetry, and one of the first courses I did was with an amazing organisation called futurelearn.co.uk. Their How to Make a Poem course has always been held online, even pre-pandemic, in conjunction with Manchester Metropolitan University. The course runs periodically, and you can register your interest for when it's next running, along with the 29,000 other poets like myself who have previously registered. Now, staying in the poetic heartlands of Manchester, Manchester University will be running a short course during July this year, delivered in collaboration with Carcane Press, one of the leading literary publishers of modern and classic poetry. The course will offer an exciting opportunity to be tutored by acclaimed poets from the university's Centre of New Writing, Professors John McCullough and Michael Schmidt. Each course will introduce the participants to some of the most important techniques of reading and writing poetry. The course will deepen your understanding of the craft of writing, as well as providing inspiration, technical guidance, and feedback on your work. The professional poets leading the courses will also offer you expert advice on both writing and the publishing process that's associated with poetry. Participants do not need any prior experience of creative writing or poetry. It's for anyone who wants to start to write poetry or to write better poetry. It costs £450, and details we found in the links with this video and at Manchester University's website. Next, a poetry conference over on the west coast of the USA at Pebble Beach, California, with the Catamaran Literary Reader, which will be held on July 25th to the 29th, 2021. Registration ranges from online only attendance from $750 and in person, including 4 nights lodging at the Robert Louis Stevenson campus, for a cost of $1,350 for a shared single room with 2 beds. Poets will spend each morning workshop with Joseph Millar or Susan Brown working on your poetry, and each participant will receive focused feedback from the group on their poems. Now, for a therapeutic poetry online workshop. Society X and Ars Poetica founder Lamarck's Lisa Ann Markuson has a session called Be Your Own Muse every Wednesday, 2 p.m. EDT. Become Your Own Muse covers poetic terms and devices by studying poems by a handful of modern and contemporary poets. They then give you an opportunity to try your own hand at writing a brand new poem from a select number of prompts. Throughout the course, you'll have the opportunity to workshop your draft poems and get feedback on your work. And finally, my very clever algorithms have made me aware of another incredibly prestigious masterclass on the platform masterclass.com. And I thought I would share news of a poetry masterclass that is on there by Billy Collins. According to the Poetry Foundation website, Billy is often called the most popular poet in America, which is quite the accolade and well worthy of masterclass status. Masterclass.com is a platform where you pay a monthly subscription to access these classes and are available on a global basis. The link, as always, will be below the video. And that's it this week from me. Please comment below with any courses, residencies, and we will do our best to share these with the wider world in one of our next broadcasts. Now to Martin.
Yeah, thank you, Lisa, and congratulations on your book as well. You know,
Thank you.
Definitely put me down for a copy.
Thank you so much. I'm looking forward to other people getting to read it.
Fantastic. It's an exciting thing to happen. Mine came out last year. It's a very exciting time, so enjoy it.
Thank you.
But, you know, this week, I will be bringing you 2 exciting poetry books that aren't Lisa's, but Lisa's is very exciting too. 4 lovely poetry submissions. But before that, I want to bring you 2 bits of UK-based funding news. Now, first, Arts Council England have opened round 10 of their Developing Your Creative Practice grant. This is open until the 27th of May at midday UK time. And that's midday, not midnight, like I thought the last time I tried to apply for it, #Martin the Muppet. They award between £2,000 and £10,000 for people who want to develop their practice, be that to do some research, some training, to get a project going, to get some mentoring, any project where you need some time away from your other work to develop. It's a very popular, very competitive fund, but also a very good fund open to individuals based in England. If you want to find out more, go to artscouncil.org/DYCP. My next piece of funding news is the Arnold Clark Community Fund. Now, Arnold Clark are a UK-based car dealership. Why am I mentioning car dealerships on the Poetry Times? Because they also have a community fund. And each month they give out 500 awards of between £100 and £1,000 for non-religious, non-political activity to benefit your community. And this is open to any UK registered charity, CIC, CIO, social enterprise or community group. It's a very quick and simple application. You can apply at any time. And if you don't get in 1 month, they will roll your application over to the following month. If you want to find out more, go to arnoldclark.com community fund. Now, on to new book news, in a section I'm still calling Hot Off the Indie Press, because I will be saying that every week until people find it funny. Now, 2 books have caught our eye this week. The first one is The Renunciations by Danica Kelly. Now, this was published on the 4th of May by the Washington, USA-based Grey Wolf Press. And The Renunciations is Danica's second collection, following on from 2017's Bestiary, which won the Cave Canem Poetry Prize, and a Hurston Wright Legacy Award for Poetry, and a Kate Tufts Discovery Award. So I imagine it's really quite good. According to the publisher's website, The Renunciations is a book of resilience, survival, and the journey to radically shift one's sense of self in the face of trauma. In this gorgeous and heart-rending second collection, we find the home one builds inside oneself after reckoning with a legacy of trauma, a home whose construction starts with a raising. It's 104 pages long and costs $16, and you can get it from danicakelly.com or greywolfpress.org. Our second book for this week is Gaia Warnings by Philip Burton, and this was published on the 8th of April by the UK-based Palewell Press. Gaia Warnings is Philip's 4th collection and described by the publisher as a book of close observations of the natural world, celebrating its joyous richness and variety, but also tuned to the quickening pace of its loss and how vulnerable the environment is. Philip has, for decades, been widely published in journals and magazines, and I recently anonymously judged his poem to 3rd place in the Fosway Writers Poetry Competition, so I'm definitely a fan. It's available for £8.99 from palewellpress.co.uk, philipburton.net, or Amazon. On to submission opportunities now, and I have 4 for you this week. First up, the UK-based Ink, Sweat and Tears are open for poetry submissions, both written and in video form, and they're open for this until the 15th of May. Submissions are open to everybody and also free, but they do ask for a small donation if you can afford it. They're asking for between 4 and 6 pieces of original work to be submitted. Now, this is a well-read, well-supported website here in the UK. They are publishing 1 poem each day across their social media. If you're interested, go to inksweatandtears.co.uk/submissions. Moving over to the USA, and The Common is also taking submissions until the 1st of June. The Common are a literary organisation based in Massachusetts who publish work that embodies particular places and times, both in print and online. They're looking for, according to their website, literature and art powerful enough to reach from there to here. And they want to feature new and underrepresented voices from around the world. They produce a magazine twice a year that is stocked at independent bookstores across the USA. Submissions are open to anybody and are free for subscribers, and they cost $3 per poem for non-subscribers, and you can get an annual subscription to them for $12 a year. If you want to find out more, go to thecommononline.org/submit. You also have until the 28th of May this year to submit to Poetry Festival Singapore's National Poetry Competition, as Squigs alluded to earlier. Now, this is open to all citizens and permanent residents of Singapore. They are looking for poems up to 40 lines long on the theme of community. They're looking for poems in English, Chinese, Malay, or Tamil. However, if it's not in English, they do request that a translation is provided. Again, this is free to enter, and there are 3 categories available: Super Junior, ages 10 to 14, Junior, ages 15 to 17, and Senior, ages 18 plus. They have a job form to sign up, available as with all of our details at the link below, or go to their Instagram, Poetry Festival SG, and it's the top link on their link tree. And now finally, Masterhouse Publishing, who, as you know from our lovely Lisa O'Hare's book, are looking for submissions of full poetry collections from women and those who are underrepresented in writing. and their submissions are open until the 30th of May this year. Your manuscript doesn't have to be complete. If you think your manuscript can be completed within the next 12 weeks, then they're still very interested in receiving your submission. And submission of the manuscript is, of course, free of charge, because manuscript submissions should always be free of charge. There's a tip for you. If you're interested in finding out more, simply go to masterhousepublishing.com/full poetry collections. Now, if you have any fundings, new books, submission opportunities that you'd like to tell us about here at the Poetry Times, we would love to hear from you. Please do just drop us a comment below, and we'll be very interested to read about the opportunity or the book, etc. However, we're now going to take a transatlantic flight over to the USA to my lovely co-host, Domo. How's it going, Domo?
Hi, Martin. I'm doing good. How are you?
Doing fabulously for a Monday. It's really nice.
That's good. I'm stressed, but that's okay.
Hopefully poetry will calm you.
Hopefully you just get through this day. But as for the viewers, I will say to you all, I'm back. Hi, this is Dominique Bethel, otherwise known as Domo Beth. I'm here in my studio in Pompano Beach, Florida. I hope your hearing has been adjusted for more explosive news. Are you ready to press into the dynamite of this week's latest news on upcoming poetry slams, competitions, and open mic nights? These events are truly inspirational. I hope you break out of your closed spaces and join this fun opportunity to listen to amazing artists in action and get your own voice heard and recognized. Want me to stop talking and start musing? Well, I have once again scaled the Everest of Google keywords and social media tags to provide you with a few fast-approaching poetry events to keep your eyes alert and your mouths ready to share. If you have any slams, open mics, or know of any poetry prize events coming up, please share that information in the comment section. We would love to be able to support you and other poetry and writing events out there. If you have just entered the weird side of YouTube and you're looking to start a poetry and or spoken word career, I know an excellent way for you to flip this new leaf in your life. No, I will not say hardcore parkour. I will just say kitty trampoline. This upcoming open mic event will be a perfect opportunity for you to be comfortable with performing online and finding other voices that you cannot find on your local street corner or beneath your sheets if you're like me. Looking for other events to add to your growing schedules? Well, I will warn you. Please don't forget to eat. There are tons of events for artists and around the globe, and sometimes the amount of posts that you never knew will make your head spin. I apologize, my power just went out. Taking your mind on a journey starts with being somewhere you've never experienced, trying something new. You might enjoy this audio encounter from the other side of the world. This amazing poet by the name of Unmesh started a virtual cultural experience featuring artists from India, the Philippines, the US, and more. The Let's Unmesh Live open mic takes place every Saturday from 8 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time, also known as 10:30 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Please join this new and promising open mic and experience songs, poems, and art on this global showcase. Formerly located at the Sip Club in Stepford, Greater Manchester, Speakeasy Living Room Literature meets once a week on Wednesdays at 7:45 p.m. British Summer Time, otherwise known as 2:45 Eastern Daylight Time for us in the U.S. Although they plan to resume these Zoom hangouts on June 2nd. To get on the list, please reach out to their email. The link can be found in the attached information below. Please join this comforting open mic because this is a time to start a global party that you can access with meeting code and an opaque top. Located in the U.S., this open mic may also blow your mind. Ever missed a line in a poem because the last one made your brain ooze through your ears? This open mic has sent the solution to your request. In the midst of chaos of COVID, this unique monthly virtual poetry magazine took to the Zoom and started this live anthology style open mic online, ran by our own poet with a guitar, Mark Fishbein of Poetry Act of Poetry Global Network. Planet Poetry 28 meets Friday, May 28th from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Are you a longtime poet and or spoken word apprentice looking for an opportunity to grow and show your skills? These poetry slams may be your chance to gain some W's for your resume. Located in Munster, Ireland, this youth slam accepts participants ages 18 to 25 in hopes of inspiring future poets and asking the question, what is unequal about the world right now and what changes do you want to see? This slam takes place every month for the world to join. The Just World Spoken Word Poetry Slam is starting its 4th competition on June 8th. The selection process is based on registration and notification. Winners of this slam also have the chance to win some currency. A 25 or 100 euro one for all gift voucher can be yours to win. Please find them on Eventbrite using the link below and check out check out their website at creativityandchange.ie for more information. I encourage younger artists to please go out there and get involved in some awesome chance to create a name for yourself. If you are currently able to vote, join the military, or play lottery in the US, aka you are the age of 18, this poetry slam is for you. Of course, if you are up for the challenge. There is no experience needed for this Arizona three-round poetry competition, asking only that you are 18 years or older. The Reaching Through the Screen virtual poetry competition will take place Friday, May 21st at 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. If you feel like you don't have enough experience, don't fret. The Arizona Masters of Poetry organization will also be offering free workshops and coaching sessions for anyone who needs an extra boost. Please check out the links below for more details about the event. Finally, looking for a fun way to earn some poetry funds? There are several international creative writing prizes currently being offered by Bridport Prize, a United Kingdom organization run by Bridport Arts Center. The competition can enter the competition through their website, which you can also find in the links below. Simply write a poem, short story, or flash fiction to the theme of the competition of your choosing by May 31st, and look forward to the chance of receiving 1,000 to 5,000 euros. Please check out their links and our links for more information on how to get involved in these amazing upcoming opportunities. And thank you for giving me the opportunity to inform you. Well, Florida is a boiling land of seawater wind. What's new? But as to experience other weather together, here's a poem by Alan Shapiro, written in 1952, entitled Sleet. It's loading, so I apologize. All right, goes like this. What was it like before the doctor got there? Till then, we were in the back seat of the warm, dark bubble of old Buick. We were where we'd never not been, no matter where we were. And when the doctor got there, everything outside was a rage of wind and sleet. We were children, brothers, safe in the back seat. For once, not fighting, just listening, watching the storm. Weren't you afraid that something bad might happen? Our father held the wheel with just fingers, even though the car slid and fishtailed and the chains clanked raggedly over ice and asphalt. Weren't you afraid at all? Dad sang for someone to fly him to the moon, to let them play among the stars, while Mom held up a lighter to another marble. But when the doctor started speaking, the tip of marble was bright red star. Her lips pursed and she released a ring of Saturn, which dissolved as we caught at it, as my dad sang to Mars. When you realize that the doctor was saying, there are closer to the storm in the front seat. The high beams, weak as steam against the walled, swirling, only illuminated what we couldn't see. When we described it, the tumor in the brain, what it meant, see, we were children. Then we weren't, or my brother wasn't. He was driving now. He gripped the steering wheel with both hands and stared hard at the panic wipers. What did you feel? Just sleet, the slick road, the car going way too fast, no brother beside me in the back seat, no singing father, no mother, no ring of Saturn to catch as it floats. And that was a poem by Alan Shapiro entitled Sleet. Please don't forget to tune in to Poets React this Saturday at 8 a.m. Manila time, 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, also known as Sunday, 3 a.m. British Summer Time. A huge thank you to Squigs, Martin, and lastly, Lisa. You will be missed, and it has been such a pleasure to work with you. Thank you for watching Poetry Times. I am Donald Beth signing off, and I hope you have a poetically improved day.